Before we get to that new information on that shooting, we have breaking news in a voting lawsuit. 17-year-olds will be allowed to vote for a presidential candidate in Ohio's primary. Good evening. I'm Ellie Merritt.
And I'm Dwayne Pullman. The judge just issued that decision in a lawsuit against the Secretary of State. NBC4's Renee LaSalle is live outside the Secretary of State's office. Renee, tell us, what's the reaction to this?
Well, Dwayne, I tell you what, this is one group of excited teenagers behind me. They were here today protesting to have all of their votes count during Tuesday's presidential primary. They gathered to protest Houston's interpretation of Ohio election code. He had said earlier this week that if you are going to be 18 by the November election, you can vote, just not on every issue, that is. The 17-year-old, he said that 17-year-olds can nominate but not elect. Well, during a presidential election, he says that votes for a presidential candidate go to elect a delegate to the convention and not to nominate a presidential candidate. Well, these teens disagreed.
Secretary Houston, we are not the apathetic generation. Say it with me. We are not the apathetic generation.
Now, several teens had sued to make this ruling happen, and around 4:15 this afternoon, Judge Richard Frye said that 17-year-olds could have their presidential primary elections counted on Tuesday's primary. Now, tonight, stick around at 6 o'clock. You're going to hear more from these excited teens. For now, reporting live from downtown, Renee LaSalle, NBC4.
All right, we appreciate that update, Renee. In campaign 2016, who might benefit from this decision to allow 17-year-olds to vote in a presidential primary? Colleen Marshall is here now with that. Colleen?
Well, Democrat Bernie Sanders actually joined in as a plaintiff in a companion federal lawsuit that challenged the policy governing the state's youngest voters. So it's no surprise that he believes 17-year-old voters will help him. A judge halted that federal lawsuit pending the outcome of this state court decision. On the Republican side, I spoke this afternoon with Terry Casey, a Republican strategist who's also an Ohio elections expert. He said 17-year-olds who will turn 18 between now and November make up a very small demographic group. He does not believe any Republicans, especially not Trump or Kasich here in Ohio, will benefit from the younger voters. Story is likely different, though, for Bernie Sanders. Sanders has passionate support from millennials, seems to connect to younger voters better than any other candidate. His participation in the federal lawsuit is evidence that he believes 17-year-olds could help him win here. Terry Casey also told me that if this issue had emerged and grabbed headlines just a few weeks ago, then the candidates would have had time to do direct mailings targeting 17-year-olds. But no one has been trying to reach out to those younger voters, and now it's too late. Ellie?
Colleen.